On the seventh day after Sadao wrote the letter and kept it in the secret drawer, two things happened. What are the two things? In the morning, all the servants eventually left the household, crying with the grief of deserting the family for whom they had worked for so many years. The servants had tied their belongings in a large cotton clothes of square-shaped kerchiefs. When Hannah got up in the morning, she found that the house was not cleaned, the food was not ready. She understood the meaning. The servants refused to work for them any longer. She was surprised and was terrified too, but her pride as a mistress would not allow her to express any emotions in front of the servants. Instead, she remained calm and maintained her grace as the lady of the house and held her head high. When the servants came before her in the kitchen, she also paid them their salary and thanked them for their service and help for so many years. Yumi was crying because she would miss the children. She was so sad that she ran up to Hana after she had left. Yumi said to Hana that if the baby missed her at night, Hana could call her. She further added that Hana knew that Yumi was going to her own house and Hana knew where her house was. Hana smiled and thanked Yumi for the offer, but to herself, Hana said that even the baby cried, she would not call for Yumi. From the attitude of the servants, it was clear that they are overtly patriotic, and to show their loyalty towards their country, they walked out of Sadao's household. They also showed their loyalty towards their own master by not divulging, means disclose the secret to anyone or to the authorities, since that would mean guaranteed dishonor for Sadao and Hana. After the servants left, showing their protest against Sadao's and Hana's decision of sheltering an American man in their house, Hana and Sadao themselves took care of all the household activities. Hana made breakfast and Sadao took care of their children. They did not mention or talk anything else about the servants beyond the fact that the servants had left their house. Hana then took the morning food to the American prisoner. Then she came back to Sadao again. Although all the servants had left, they continued to nurse the wounded American man who was not fully recovered. All through day, Hana and Sadao wondered why they were not able to go to the police. Hana was very worried and she questioned Sadao that why they were unable to understand about what they need to do with the American prisoner of war. She added that even their servants knew very well as compared to them what was to be done. She questioned that why were they behaving differently from other Japanese people? Why? By asking the question, why are we different from the other Japanese? Hana wanted to say that as Americans were their enemies, they should not have helped that prisoner of war and should have let him die, just like any other Japanese would have done in that situation. Patriotic citizens of Japan were expected to hand over an American prisoner of war to the Japanese authorities as he was their enemy, but they helped the American instead of knowing the consequences that they would have to face for helping an enemy. By asking these questions to Sadao, somehow Hana was questioning their loyalty towards their country, as she was not able to understand why they were not able to hand him over to the authorities yet. Sadao did not answer to Hana, but after some time he went into the room where the prisoner of war was resting and spoke brusquely, means abruptly and slightly in a rude manner. He advised Tom that he would get up and stand on his feet. Sadao wanted him to stand only for 5 minutes at a time. Further, he added that the next day he should try to stand for double the time, that was 10 minutes, and would practice this regularly. In this way, he would regain his strength. Sadao also said that it would be good for everyone that the American prisoner of war, regained strength as soon as possible. Sadao hinted Tom that they wanted to get rid of him as early as possible because he had become a cause of trouble for them. Sadao saw Sadao saw that his words had scared Tom, the American prisoner of war, a little bit, which was visible on the face of the young boy. His face was still very pale and colorless because he was very weak. The boy spoke in a low voice and said, "Okay." It appeared that he wanted to speak something more, but he just said, "I feel I ought to thank you, doctor, for having saved my life." He wanted to thank Sadao for saving his life. Sadao said very coldly, without any emotion, that the boy did not need to thank him so early. As Sadao spoke, he saw a glimpse of terror again appeared in the boy's eyes. The writer compares the boy's terrorized eyes to that of a scared animal. Tom felt a primitive terror like a preyed upon animal, as he had considered that he still might die. The injury marks on the necks of the boy turned red in color. For a while, Sadao thought to himself that what has caused those injury marks, but he did not ask the boy about it. Now, the second incident was that in the afternoon of that day, when all the servants left, the second thing happened. Hannah did not have the habit of working. It was difficult to her to do all the work. In the meantime, Hannah saw a messenger came in an official uniform, and he was sent by the old general. As soon as Hannah saw the messenger in an official uniform, Hannah got scared and assumed that the servants must have informed the police about their harboring, means shelter or hiding an enemy soldier, and the messenger had definitely come to arrest Sadao. Hannah almost fainted with fright. Hannah ran to Sadao with great fear. She was breathing heavily from her mouth. She couldn't speak anything. By that time, the messenger had come to the garden. He was standing in the garden. Hannah was filled with apprehension. She indicated Sadao towards the messenger. Sadao was in his office reading a book. He looked up. The other door of his office was towards the garden. He had kept his door open to allow the sunshine to come into his office. Sadao asked the messenger what the matter was. Then Sadao noticed the uniform of the messenger, and he got up from his chair. The messenger told Sadao that the general of the army was suffering from pain. Sadao needs to come to the palace to treat him, as the old general required medical attention right away. The messenger informed Sadao that the general could require an operation at any time, and Sadao had to accompany the messenger. Hannah had a sigh of relief. As Sadao had to accompany the messenger, he went to Hannah to say goodbye. She was more tired due to the scare on seeing the messenger than she was from doing the household work. Hannah told Sadao that she thought that the messenger had come to arrest Sadao. Looking at Hannah in utter distress and terror, Sadao was determined to get rid of the American man as soon as possible. And then Sadao goes to see the general.